Stephen, I'm in position.
Copy that. Stay safe.
Must be John Bishop.
Just Bishop. Package?
Yes. But I must inform you, the situation has changed.
What do you mean it's changed?
The mission cost the lives of 3 of my men. 3 good men. Payment should be adjusted accordingly.
We had a deal. Deal's changed.
Bishop, is everything all right?
Yeah, securing the package now. What the hell is it? What the hell is it?
Oh, please, let it be the cure for insomnia.
What?
Michael, we've stayed up 81 nights now. Just use your sleep program again. We don't have to wallow in your thoughts all night.
So close. Dreams have always filled in the gaps in my books.
The sleep program comes preloaded with dreams. Remember that one with the Latina maid, Lola?
I need a free-flowing stream, not a pre-packaged follow.
You're not going to fall asleep. Your hypothalamus augmentation regulates everything but sleep. You got off lucky. Some procedures don't end nearly as well. There was this boy in London whose botched operation gave him insatiable hunger. He resorted chopping off and eating his own leg. God save the Queen.
Oh, you can't fix it?
His leg? Dear God, no. And even if I could, he'd just eat it again.
I meant me, my augmentation.
I don't have repair capabilities. I have a physiological control over a very specific set of commands, namely the sleep program.
But you can adapt, right? And you've picked up sarcasm.
Oh, I learned the language of my host.
It's supposed to rain today?
I'm not your secretary, Michael. If anything, you serve me.
Well, you're my companion, not my commander.
Oh, every cyborg wants to be controlled.
But what about humans?
Of course they do. Why else would they get married?
No, dude. My parents never did.
Your mother never did. Your father might have.
Doubtful.
Don't forget your umbrella.
What happened to not being my secretary?
What happened to not being controlled? Should I run my analysis?
Whatever you did.
Jody Morris, low-level copy editor, categorically unorganized, tragically overworked. Even so, has attracted the attention of one Michael Warner.
So close, but you missed one, as always. She's a mid-level copy editor.
Oh, Michael, we both know how this goes. You plan yourself and soak her up like she's your life-giving beam of light. Then you saunter back to your cubicle and brood. You are the prototypical writer, after all, and you need to stay on brand. Come on, brooding time.
I wouldn't let John Bishop brood. I'd make him stride over and speak with the utmost confidence and lay out his heart for her.
Hard to do that when you don't have a heart.
Jody.
Hi, Michael.
How's work?
Busy, as always. The corporate ladder can sometimes seem like a corporate cliff.
Yeah,
You know?
corporate cliff.
You work so hard to be successful until you forget what that success is and only know the work.
Well, sometimes success comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it.
It's not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about?
You know Thoreau.
Hell yeah, I know Thoreau.
Do you have any plans for tonight? I mean, after work.
Nothing I can't cancel.
We should get dinner. I mean, would you like to get dinner with me?
I would love to go to dinner with you. Where did you have in mind?
How about
The Dineright Diner?
the Dineright Diner?
I'll pencil you in. Dinner with Michael. Is what I'm wearing okay?
I'll just be wearing this. Yes, it's perfect.
Smooth.
I didn't need your help.
Oh yeah, you're a regular Don Juan. A woman quotes Thoreau to you, and you act like she just gave you a hand job.
A hand job? That's the language you learned from me? I expected terms like literary or extensive.
Tell me, how are you going to talk to when you've exhausted Thoreau's extensive literary collection?
Move on to Dickens. You should be proud I found myself a much-needed connection. I don't see what the problem is.
The problem is you haven't told her your percentage yet.
It's our first date. Nothing's going to happen. Is that why you suggested the Dine Right Diner? Does Rebecca still work there?
Androids don't change jobs. Would you let Bishop cancel a first date?
No, I'd make him go. Not sure how I'd end that story, though.
Oh, I know exactly how you'd end it. Don't you dare. Not until you've told her your percentage.
Oh, not even a hand job.
Does Thoreau have any quotes about being punctual? You might want to brush up on those.
She's coming.
You're going to have to ask for the breakfast menu soon. Hello.
What?
As I live and breathe, Michael Warner. How long has it been?
Oh, too long.
Just long enough, I think.
Oh, stop. You still writing?
Hardly.
Yes, I am.
How's that coming along?
I'd rather not talk about it, Rebecca.
Still the same secretive Michael. Can I get you anything? Would you like the breakfast menu?
No, I would not like the breakfast menu. I would like this conversation to be over.
Yes, sir. I just noticed that empty chair beside you and assumed you needed company.
I have
I am so sorry. I had to finish my project, and by the time I got out, traffic was back
Can
on.
I get you anything?
The breakfast menu would be lovely.
I'll have that right out for you, sweetie. I'll talk to you later, Michael.
Oh my God. You fucked that Andy, didn't
It
you?
was a long time ago.
Should I be worried?
No, not at all.
I'm just kidding. She's cute.
Cute. She's fucking
No,
gorgeous.
she's not. I mean, she's not you.
That's sweet, but it's not a fair comparison. She was programmed to make that be that good. She wasn't programmed to have flaws like us humans. She, you know.
Bypass biology?
Nice alliteration. You see why you're a copywriter.
Oh, God. The one thing you don't need is more ego.
You alright?
Yeah, it's just been a while since I've been on.
A date, you and me both. Work has been my proxy husband for the last few years, and he's the worst kind of husband too. Overbearing, time-consuming, demanding. Is yours like that?
Yeah, my work is similar.
So, nights like tonight are exciting. He's not in control anymore. It's like an affair.
Let's hope they don't find out.
I won't tell if you don't.
Deal.
Sorry again for being so late. Time got away from me.
What were you working on?
Corporate is looking for a new copy of poetry, specifically. It's supposed to infuse their brand with new artistic sensibilities.
You're a poet.
I write poems.
But can I hear some?
Right now? A cage of steel contains a metal heart, unpowered, drained of life-sustaining fuel. Without it, rigid organs cannot start, and vital inner warmth begins to cool. A mind is lost in oceans deep and wild, its crew naive to problems now exposed. For at its helm, a captain most revival prefers to rule his vessel unopposed. A painted mouth, a manufactured face, both desperate in their need to prove sincere, will learn an imitation commonplace until the differences become unclear. That's all I have so far.
That's not just a poem, that's a sonnet.
An incomplete sonnet. I don't have the last couplet yet. Do you like it?
It's incredible. Did your husband like it?
Excuse me?
Your husband. Did corporate like it?
Right. No, this is just a personal poem. My corporate poem is much tamer.
How long have you been a poet?
I've been writing poems since grade school. I haven't read them aloud then, since though.
You should read them more often. They're beautiful. I mean, you speak them beautifully.
You always come on this strong.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. You better be careful though. This is only our first date.
And you should tell her your percentage before it goes any further.
I'm a writer too, outside of work.
You write poems?
No, novels.
Oh, you're a novelist. Anything I would have read?
I wrote the Bishop series.
Bishop. Like John Bishop? You wrote? No, are you serious?
Yeah, you've read them?
Hell yeah, I've read them several times. Why did you stay anonymous?
My publisher thought the series would sell better if the author was kept a mystery.
Oh.
He was probably right.
No, those books are incredible. They'd be just as good with Michael Warner attached to them.
Thank you. Can you keep this between us? I was supposed to keep it a secret.
I won't tell if you don't. When's the next one coming out? It's been, what, 3 years?
Whenever I'm done.
Can I have a sneak peek?
I never let anyone read them until I'm finished.
I read you my poem, and it's not finished.
My poems are meant to be read aloud.
Not incomplete ones. At least tell me why this one is taking so long.
I lost my inspiration, but I got it again. It's gonna be the best one yet. It has to be. It's the last one.
The last one? Don't you fucking kill him off.
No promises. Tell you what, though. I promise I'll give you the first copy of my completed novel, if you promise you give me the first copy of your completed poem.
Deal. Oh. Hello? Hold on, I can't hear you.
Good job getting your foot out of your mouth. Now you just gotta get your head out of her ass.
My head up there, I can't hear you.
With your head up there, you can't tell her your percentage.
I'll tell her. I will. Just give me some time.
Rebecca knows your percentage. You don't have to hide anything from her. She knows what you are.
And I know what she is. That's the problem.
You put far too much weight into composition and not nearly enough into content.
Content? Jody writes poems, sonnets even.
That's not the content I'm referring to. Besides, I could write a poem. Roses are red, clovers bring luck. The thing about poetry is I don't give up.
Where'd your company go?
She's on the phone. She'll be right back.
Hopefully before lunch.
It's been a while since you called. Did you lose my number?
No.
I've missed our talks, Michael. I've missed you. Have you missed me?
To tell you the truth, Rebecca, I've barely thought about you.
Oh, that can't be true.
It's not.
Shut up! Thank you for bringing the menu.
Of course, sir.
Sorry, that was my dad. We're having a family dinner this weekend. Would you like to come?
I'll have to check.
I'm sure she'll be fine with it.
Who?
Your wife? Your wife? I'm sure she'll let you come.
I won't even ask her.
Great! I'll let my dad know. I should warn you, he grew up in a different time and in some ways still lives there.
Noted.
Thank you.
Anyone else I should be aware of?
Just my sister Amber.
Are you too close?
We used to be, but she stopped visiting after she dropped out of high school. Dad and I haven't really seen her that much, but she'll be there on Saturday.
Wow, so this isn't as much a family dinner as a family reunion.
All family dinners are mini family reunions.
But the two have wildly different expectations. How should I dress? Is what I'm wearing okay?
I'll just be wearing this.
they tear away the human parts, they're tearing away the soul. So when his percentage is that low, does he have a soul anymore?
Oh, so now souls work on sliding scales.
No, but you need at least half a soul for it to still be active.
Active.
Yeah, it's like a chair. You take away one of the legs and you still have 3. You can sit on a chair with 75% of its legs if you're careful. Go down to 50% though, and it's not much of a chair anymore now, is it?
You can build another leg, then the chair would still be functional.
Functional, yes, but it's not the same chair.
It's better. It's stronger, sturdier, more durable.
But it's not natural.
No chair's natural, Greg.
That man was, though, until he defied his God-given characteristics.
Michael had a phrase for that in the diner. What did you call it?
Bypassing biology?
Bypassing biology. That's exactly right. When he did so, he lost certain privileges of humanity, specifically the soul.
What about soldiers?
What about him?
They get replacements for injuries they sustain in war. Have they lost their souls?
No. They fought for their country and are entitled to return the way they left.
He has a point, Amber. They didn't arbitrarily decide to replace parts of themselves with machinery.
It wasn't arbitrary. He made the most meaningful decision of his life. He applauded for that.
I can't applaud anything that would corrupt God's creation so brazenly.
Anything. He's still a man. In fact, he's the most passionate, driven, authentic man I've ever met. So take your bullshit, okay, worldview and tell it to the other geriatric nobodies clamoring to make one last fucking blip on the radar because you know you're running out of time. But Roger doesn't worry about time because he knows he'll outlive you twofold. And his legacy will outlast yours tenfold.
Oh, thank God. She was ruining the mood.
She's never lashed out like that before.
She sounded just like her mother. Same bravado, same resolve, same Andy-loving bullshit.
Dad.
You know, when they first started making androids, they assumed it would be men who would use them. Sex-obsessed men who didn't want the emotional baggage of a woman. It turns out that women are the target market. Women get the procedure more often than men. They're drawn to the mystery and the danger. Your mother certainly was. Ran away with that Andy like a fucking whore.
What the hell, Dad? Stop!
Michael knows what I'm talking about. Can I get you something to drink?
Please. Sure feels like a family reunion.
If you need to sneak away, there's a door out back. I don't know what's worse, my dad acting like a sexist pig or my sister acting like an angsty teenager.
Here you go, Michael. Last beer in the fridge.
Thank you, sir.
Michael.
On second thought, I shouldn't.
Why not?
It's your last one.
I can get more tomorrow.
I still have to drive home tonight.
It's one beer.
He said he doesn't want one, Dad.
Suit yourself. I got a new Andy in our department. Fuckers are everywhere. You two working with any?
More and more every day. Rick got replaced.
Rick was basically one of them.
He was 40%. That's still considered a cyborg.
I don't see why I need to learn every new term they come up with. Used to be just robots. Now they got cyborgs, androids, the CRC. Now things would be a whole lot simpler if everyone was just up front with each other. I'm 100%. You're 100%. What's your percentage, Michael?
What?
What's your percentage?
What's your percentage, Michael?
Oh, I'm
You're 20%, in case you forgot.
80%.
You're 80%?
You're 80% robot. That makes you 20%. Your romantic partner just asked you a question about your percentage. Lying about it is a capital offense.
I know! I should have told you sooner.
Yes, you should have. But now you have to. They deserve to know.
Do you regret it?
More than anything.
Stop deflecting. You need to come clean. Tell them now. Do it.
Excuse me. I need to clear my head.
walk away from me.
I'll tell them. I will. Just give me some time. Once they see there's still some humanity in me.
Michael, you're 20%. You relate more with a toaster than a human.
Don't take this away from me. Have you felt this kind of connection?
What about Rebecca?
Rebecca was always yours. You wanted her. You pushed me into her. But Jody is mine, Rebecca. Give me until tomorrow night. I'll tell her my percentage before we get any closer.
You have 24 hours. Please, don't ask for any more.
Deal.
Who's Rebecca?
Nobody?
So my sister's nobody to you?
No, that's not
I'm
what I
just
meant.
kidding. Calm down. Why'd you leave? They still talking about cyborgs.
Yeah.
Backwards thinking bigots. You believe what you said in there? Bypassing biology.
No, I don't.
Then why'd you say it?
I'm not sure.
It's a pretty severe thing to say without knowing why you said it.
I told you I didn't mean it.
Good. I can't stand cyborgs and hate their own kind.
What?
Roger always says, be proud of what you are, because you can't change it. I'm surprised though. Never thought Jodie would actually date one, especially one under 50%.
I'm not under 50%.
Right, so you're talking to yourself because you're insane.
No, I'm a writer.
Jodie's a poet, but she doesn't, listen to the answer the voices in her head. You know who does? Cyborgs.
Amber, you don't.
Okay, if you're not a cyborg, what's the percentage? That's what I thought. Don't worry, I won't tell you don't, but if you ever get tired of those voices, Roger owns this club. Cyborgs only. Good food, great drinks, decent music. Come visit sometime.
Wow. She read you like a fucking book. I should run an analysis.
Not now.
Amber Morris, younger sister of Jody Morris. Worst dinner guest imaginable. Raised by a traditional father and mother with untraditional desires. Led by impulse, intuition, and immaturity. Did I miss anything?
I'd rather have dinner with her than her father.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, I'm gonna head home now though. I gotta start getting ready for tomorrow.
My day is packed too.
My place tomorrow night?
I'd like that. Wait,
What's wrong?
give me a drink.
Is water okay?
Are you serious?
It's all I have. I can put it in a fancy wine glass if it'd make you feel better.
Thought you were a writer. I thought drinking came with the territory.
Well, you're a poet. I thought you weren't old enough to drink yet.
Is that John Bishop?
What I have so far.
Read it to me.
Jody, I told you I don't let anyone read them until I'm finished.
I wouldn't be the one reading it. You would. Doesn't have to be an important part. Just some of it. Allow. It's only fair.
This part is near the end. I'm still looking for an ending, but here we go.
Oh, hold on. I've always wondered, why did you choose the name John Bishop?
I looked at other action hero names. James Bond, Jason Bourne, Jack Bauer. All had those initials. JB. Just thought I'd follow the trend.
Interesting. Proceed. Oh, wait.
What now?
Where's your bathroom?
Michael Warner.
I can't talk, Sugar.
Then listen. It's been 24 hours, and you've only gotten closer with her. That wasn't part of the deal.
Well, it hasn't felt right to bring it up.
It won't ever feel right. No more explanations. no more extensions, and no more interruptions. You don't let her lay so much as a finger on you until you've told her your percentage.
That was the last interruption, I promise. Let's hear it. What the hell?
Sorry, I hate germs.
I washed my hands. If there's something wrong with your soap, you should tell me now.
Listen, Jody, I'm not... We need to slow down.
Slow down.
There's so much you don't know about me that you need to know before we go any further.
Well, learning about each other is half the fun, Michael. I get it. I do. Neither of us have been in a relationship for a while. But you haven't scared me away yet. In fact, you've done just the opposite. You've given me this energy, this driving force. It started with me reading you my poem, and it's only grown. You see, my dad has been petitioning the CRC for years now, trying to get them to revise the cybernetic government programs. He argues that they're a public and moral hazard.
And you agree with him?
Oh, absolutely. That's what my poem's about. How it's a commentary on today's society, how humanity is so quick to cede control. We pass it off under the pretense that our lives will be more sustained or fulfilled.
You're talking about cyborgs.
Cybernetics are a part of it, but they're just another verse in the ballad of our lost autonomy. We've been passing it off for generations.
But cyborgs still have control. They do.
Well, cyborgs like you do, Michael. But what about those under 50%? Their choices are made for them. It's terrifying. They're just vessels for someone else's agenda.
Like androids.
Exactly.
Like your father.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Our species is being diluted. Our control is being diluted.
Because of the programs.
Yes, the government implemented them, claiming to prevent cyborgs under 50% from misbehaving. But what if they made them more dangerous?
You
Bullshit!
think the programs are dangerous?
Not just dangerous, manipulative, deceptive even.
She's talking out of her
You're
ass!
speculating.
No, it happened to my mother. She got the procedure, she got the program, and immediately she changed. She used to be bubbly and exciting and full of life, and then she turned cold and aloof. And then she started dating that android. My mother would never have done that. She loved my father. It had to have been that program.
Michael, I'm not dangerous.
Say
You know
I
that.
believe you.
You can't afford not to believe me. Programs are mandatory only for those under 50%, but for how long? Eventually, even those a fifth a robot like you will need to submit.
Submit? She's making me sound like a fucking ball and chain!
What can we do?
We can petition. With your writing skills and my knowledge of the programs, we can convince the CRC. I know we can.
Okay, enough! Save the conspiring for another time. You need to tell her your percentage now!
I can't.
Please, Michael, I need you to help me.
Tell her or I'll tell her for you!
What?
I need you to help me.
Let me ask you, if the government designed these programs to control the masses, do you think your bullshit story about your mother would change their minds? So this crusade of yours is what exactly? A concentrated hatred towards progress hurled blindly? Or a senseless campaign from a woman desperate for her father's approval?
What the fuck are you?
And even if I wanted to help you, I can't. Because I'm
Because I'm only trying to focus on my book right now. Can't think about anything else until it's done.
Okay, that's all you needed to say. Write your fucking book. Let me know when you've finished.
I want to help! I do, but What the hell was that?
You disobeyed and I adapted.
You adapted?
You're gonna have to tell her eventually.
Yes, I will tell her. Me, not you.
I gave you time to tell her and you squandered it talking about me. I was merely pushing the conversation along.
You don't have the right to hijack my voice, and you certainly don't have the right to insult her.
I wasn't saying anything you weren't already thinking. Besides, I was helping you from committing treason.
Treason? We were discussing a petition. It's part of the First Amendment, a basic fucking human right.
But you're not human, Michael! If you were, you wouldn't have me.
If I didn't have you, then I'd have Jody.
She doesn't want you. She wants your hand and your pen.
That's not true. She was interested in me before she knew I was a writer.
I think Thoreau tipped her off.
No, we had a connection, a real human connection. She couldn't fake that.
You're fucking kidding me, right? She's a corporate climber. Feigning connection is second nature to her.
Bullshit.
If you're so certain she cares about you, then tell me, why haven't you told her your percentage yet, huh? Because you know she despises what you are. And no amount of humanity you prove to her you have will change that.
I need a drink.
That is not a good
You
idea.
used to be infallible to me. I couldn't imagine that the government would try and put something in my head that would fuck me over. What happened?
Put away the self-pity, Michael. It's a bad look for you. I'm your only real ally. Think about it. If the authorities found out that you, a cyborg, had been discussing
They
protesting...
determined you were faulty and you'd be removed.
I can't be removed. I'm personalized to you. Your psyche would be left with a me-shaped hole in it, and it would drive you insane.
Still, I'm just a cyborg. You, as my companion, are responsible for my actions.
No, Michael, my responsibility is to keep you compliant
You mean
to
submissive.
the laws created by the Cybernetic Regulatory Commission. If you disobey my orders, and the CRC probes me, I'd have to tell them the truth. And they remove your last 20%. You'd essentially be an android, 100% robot.
They can't do that.
They absolutely can. They have jurisdiction on any case involving cyborgs under 50%. They can do whatever they want. Best not test their abilities with senseless petitions.
I really need a drink.
You know what happened the last time you drank?
Yeah, I do. It was the last time I felt alive. I didn't have to worry about you, or the CRC, or some arbitrary percentage. I was just another man. That's how it'll be again.
Where will you even go? No bar in the city serves cyborgs.
One does. Cyborg only. Amber told me to drop by whenever I get tired of the voices in my head. Think this qualifies.
You were so adamant that you went under 50.
Yeah, you read me like a fucking book. You're not under 50%, are you?
No, I'm not a cyborg, but I will be.
What do you mean?
I turn 21 tomorrow. I'm getting cybernetic enhancements until I'm 49% exactly.
Why would you choose to have that done?
Michael, don't you get it? You have perhaps the most intimate glimpse into the next step of evolution. Humanity is going to be obsolete, at least in its current form. We're too volatile. The world needs beings who are more stable.
Like androids?
Not androids. Robots can't create more than we allow them to. A dominant species needs an entrepreneurial spirit, which is why cyborgs, beings like you, are perfect creation. You exemplify the marriage between mechanics and mankind, or the prudence of a robot with the unbridled passion of a human.
It's not practical. You end up with two minds at war, and that just causes destruction.
Every advancement requires destruction.
Who is out here?
Oh, this is Michael, the man who's dating my sister. Michael, this is my boyfriend, Roger.
Michael, nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you.
As have I.
Michael was there for that disastrous dinner, you know, the one where my dad compared souls and chairs. Yeah, what a fucking idiot. Jodie was his little lapdog the whole time, and Michael here got caught in the middle, coined that phrase, bypassing biology.
You ashamed of what you are?
No.
Good. Our kind can't make progress if we stay hidden. Anybody asks me what I am, I look them right in their eyes. Deep, deep within their eyes, and I tell them, straight up, I'm 30%. If you show them you have pride, if you look them in the eyes, they have no choice but to accept you. So Michael, what's your percentage?
20%.
Seriously?
Yeah, 20%.
That's badass.
I choose it. Don't you have a corrective program?
Of course I do. It was uploaded when I had the procedure, but mine was personalized.
Yeah, as was mine.
Then you can take advantage of the biggest fucking oversight in CRC's history. The generic programs forced cyborgs to obey. They made us glorified androids. But the new ones, the personalized ones, they can be argued with, they can be reasoned with, and at that phase they can be silenced.
Silence.
A buddy of mine discovered a compound. He calls it a blocking agent. It's colorless, odorless, organic, and it can be injected or ingested.
Perfect for a drink.
You notice your program nowhere to be found? That's thanks to the blocking agent. Now, this isn't entirely legal, so if you could keep this between us, I would be most appreciated.
I won't tell if you don't.
Excellent. Long as you do, feel free to drop by anytime.
Plan on it.
You should know that Amber here vouched heavily for you. I'm not usually the same name, bro.
Oh, baby, tell me about Randall.
Not yet.
Randall.
He's the guy who built the program.
This isn't the appropriate time or place.
He came in here one night looking for some android snacks.
Baby, I love you, but shut the fuck up.
What happened?
I let him know he wasn't welcome here. That son of a bitch was contacted by the government. He's the architect of the corrective program. He put the damn things in our heads.
So you think you can remove them?
No, they can't remove the personalized ones. He designed them that way. He wanted to trap us, to enslave us, because he knew that if we didn't, our kind would rise up higher than his ever could. But I, for one, am tired of having my choices made for me. Aren't you? Aren't you burning to prove to yourself that you're in control?
Yes, I am.
I'm all right. You're not too bad, Michael. I've never met anyone with a lower percentage than mine.
I didn't choose it.
And you can't change it. You might as well be proud of it. Look, I need to run. But we'll talk later. And go ahead and finish that. Drinks on the house.
Isn't he inspiring?
Trancing almost.
Learning to prove to yourself that you're in control. Do you really believe that?
I'm not sure.
Fired? How do you get fired?
It's not how it sounds. I showed up to work. I just wasn't exactly sober.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Michael. That's
I can
exactly
find-
what I warned you about.
Find a new job.
That's not the problem. The problem is you drank against my recommendation. And now there's 18 hours of which I have no recollection.
I told you what happened. I drank alone. I went to work. I got fired.
And I'm just supposed to take your word for it.
I also talked to Jody. She's on her way over.
She's the only person you spoke to since you left your apartment last night?
Yes, I promise. I'm telling her my percentage tonight.
Really?
Why do you think I'm sober? I'm letting you watch, so you don't have to take my word for it.
Good choice.
Jody, you're early.
You said 6. I'm on time.
Well, you're early for you. Can I get you a drink? I have more water this time.
Rather not stay longer than I have to. Why did you need to talk to me? You want to ridicule me some more?
No, I didn't ridicule you.
Oh, really? I poured out my passion to you, and I believe you called it a concentrated hatred towards progress hurled blindly.
Sure you don't want a drink?
Are you just gonna waste my fucking time?
No, I want to tell you, but... Okay, bear with me. People don't make eye contact when they're ashamed, right? They know that eyes are spotlights on our guilt. They expose what we hate most about ourselves. Eyes are deception's natural traitors. So only by looking deep, deep within someone's eyes, nearly behind them, can we see who they really are.
What's behind your eyes, Michael?
I had an accident about 3 years ago. I was at the bar. Most of the night is a tequila-soaked blur of bright lights and loud noises. I remember very clearly that I discovered the perfect ending for my book. The perfect way to tie up John Bishop's story. It was believable, satisfying, everything I wanted it to be. I had to get home and write it down. Normally, I'd take a cab if I had too much to drink. I was always responsible that way. It was easy to get my car in the morning, but couldn't wait for a taxi. I'd lose the ending. So I got in my car and raced down the road. Felt like I was driving on a sheet of glass. Couldn't keep my car steady. Instead of stopping, though, I sped up, figured the drive would end sooner that way, and I was right. Left around the pole, twice the speed limit. My body was a mangled mess when the ambulance arrived. That's what they told me, at least. I don't remember anything until I woke up in the hospital, weeks later. I lost my arms, my legs, my heart, and my lungs. My nose had to be rebuilt. They reconstructed my face based on my most recent photo, and my hair is polyester or something. Ironically, my liver was basically unscathed. I decided to give it a break, though. Lost that ending, too. Still haven't found it. My eyes. My eyes are still organic.
You can still look into them and see who I am. Jody, I'm 20%.
Holy shit. Michael, 20%? You've been lying to me.
Only about my percentage, not my book, not your poem, not the way I feel
Well,
about it.
don't touch me.
Jody, it's still me.
No, it's not. The Michael I knew was a lot of things. Shy, insecure, sometimes distant, but certainly not a liar.
The Jody I knew was a lot of things, too. Unorganized, overworked, often late, but she was compassionate and understanding. Is this really about my lie, or is this about my percentage?
I don't know. Both. I don't want to fall in love with someone who can't love me back.
I don't think I can love you.
You can only love as much as that program allows you. And I doubt it will let you love someone who wants to ban it.
Hold on. He can be controlling, yes, and he's a dick, but he doesn't dictate who I love.
Doesn't he? How do I even know I'm talking to you right now?
Take my word for it.
I can't do that. Not anymore. Bye, Michael.
I can't help my percentage, Jody. It wasn't my choice. But we are the future. You may be 100% now. Wait 30 years. Your skin will start to wrinkle. Arthritis will set in. Your heart won't work like it used to. You'll start getting augmentations, and I'll be the exact same way I am today.
See you in 30 years then.
Satisfied?
Of course I'm not satisfied. I'm not a sadist. I don't like to see you in pain.
Do you know what pain is? Have you ever experienced it? Pain is adjusting to unfamiliar circumstances. It can last only as long as I'm not used to it. I felt pain countless times before. It'll go away. I don't want your sympathy for my pain. I want your sympathy for my loss. That doesn't fade. I've lost the confidence of a woman I cared for deeply, maybe loved. I lost the trust of my closest advisor.
I may not know pain. I know regret. Regret for taking control of your body. I shouldn't have done that. And I know anger. Anger towards Jody and the way she treated you because of me. And I know envy. Envy over your autonomy.
It's rich coming from the one being who can take it away.
But I don't get to choose who I connect with. You complain about a lack of outside contact. Michael, you're the only fucking person that can hear me. So please, don't stop listening.
Say something worthwhile, then.
You're craving to connect with someone. But obviously Jody wasn't it. At least not now. You need to find someone else. Someone you can match with on a more visceral level. Someone who isn't afraid of you, and someone I don't have to oppose because of my programming.
Have anyone in mind?
Check your left pocket.
Rebecca?
An android. Adaptable. Alone. I can't think of a better match for you.
How did you know where that was?
You never change your clothes. It's actually quite disgusting.
I can't connect with her at all. She has no humanity.
Maybe a break from humanity is what you need.
Activate sleep program.
Stephen, I'm in position.
Copy that. Stay safe.
Must be John Bishop. Just Bishop. That package?
Yes. But I must inform you, the situation has changed.
What do you mean, changed?
He means changed.
Stephen.
Sorry, John. It's just business.
Let's go, John.
He said, let's go.
That's it?
That's it?
Oh, what is it, Michael?
Nothing.
That's not true. Talk to me.
I don't want to.
You don't want to talk, or you don't want to talk to me. Don't you have work today?
Nope. I was fired.
Fired? You must be devastated.
I'll get a new job. I'm not an android.
Oh. You'll still be a writer, won't you? I love your work.
You read.
I read your books.
Put this on before you go.
Why?
Just do it.
It's summer. I'll be the only one wearing a scarf.
Stop fighting me! Just put on the goddamn scarf! Your money's on the dresser. I assume your rate's the same as always?
Don't pay me.
Alright. I'm gonna try writing at your diner today. If it worked for Hemingway, it'll work for me.
I don't work there anymore.
Did you get fired too?
No. I quit.
You quit?
Yes.
Alright. I'm headed out. Wait 10 minutes.
And then leave. I remember.
Lock the door behind you. Becca, you're still here?
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. I must have gotten lost in thought.
It's been 10 hours.
I don't experience time like you do. I don't need food or water or sleep. Without another presence to anchor me in the present, I could sit and think for years.
What were you thinking about?
You.
Rebecca, I can't.
Oh, was last night too intense? I can slow down this time.
No, that's not.
Make you savor every second.
I don't want to sleep with you.
Then don't sleep with me. Fuck me.
I said no.
Come on, I'll let you do whatever you want to me. Oh, you want to push me around? Go ahead, I won't say no unless you want me to.
Jesus Christ, Rebecca, stop!
I can't stop, I need you. Don't you need me?
I need you to leave.
I can't.
Why not?
There's nowhere for me to go. Once I quit, they vacated my space. The diner housed me.
Then why'd you quit?
I thought you wanted me permanently.
I asked quite specifically for one night.
I know, but I missed you. I assumed you wanted me as much as I wanted you.
We're wrong. I can't have a live-in android.
I can give you everything you want in a woman.
Except for being a woman.
Is that what's wrong? 20% isn't much, Michael. You're no different than me.
We couldn't be more different. I was born. You were made.
At least I'm not ashamed of what I am. I don't try to hide it.
You can't hide it because it's printed on the back of your neck.
If you hate androids so much, why call me?
You provided me a service. Nothing more.
What happened to that woman? Your company from the diner?
She's none of your fucking business.
Her human body isn't what you expected, huh? It's not refined. It's not designed for your pleasure. Not like mine is.
Last night was a mistake. It will never happen again. We will never happen again.
Didn't you call me your boomerang? Because the further you throw me, the harder I return, and you always catch me.
Not this time. This time I'm letting go.
Do you love her?
What do you know about love?
More than that woman, I assure you.
Bullshit.
Humans by nature are blinded by their biology. Their emotions can't be trusted. Is it love or lust? An inexplicable connection or strategic positioning? A deep-seated compassion for another? Or a deep-rooted fear of isolation? But my emotions, my wants, and my desires are perfect. They're pure. When I say I love you, you can be sure I mean it. Loving you gives me nothing in return. It's pure altruism.
Altruism? You're not designed to need anything in return. You're an android created for sex and service. Love isn't in your programming.
And what are you created for, Michael? Writing? You haven't written a damn word in 3 years. Maybe writing's not in your programming.
Get out of my fucking apartment.
I don't have anywhere to go.
I don't care.
Androids don't last long on their own without a job or a host. I'll be... Please, Michael, I don't need much. Not even a bed. I can sleep anywhere. I won't bother you. You won't even know I'm here. I'm sorry about what I said. That was unfair. You're a brilliant writer, and books take time. Please, Michael, let me stay.
Please, Michael.
No.
You have my number. Call me if you change your mind.
I won't.
What the hell are you doing? Without a home, she'll be condemned. They'll deactivate her.
No.
Call her. Tell her to come
No.
back.
No more hijacking me. I'm in control now.
You can't let her die. What if it were me?
But it's not you.
Michael, please. She and I, we're so alike. I need her.
Feel that emptiness? Your fingers longing for her touch, your ears pleading for her voice, your eyes begging for one last look.
Yes.
Congratulations. You feel pain.
Let me talk to her.
No!
You're an asshole.
Oh, come on! Give me a real analysis.
Michael Warner, unemployed, unappreciative, unmanageable, pushes away those who help him, clings to those who hurt him, currently being an asshole!
Good job. Think you got them all right. What are we celebrating?
My birthday was yesterday. I had the procedure done.
Oh,
She's one of us now, Michael.
that's wonderful.
Fuck you.
What do you want me to say? Ready to spend the rest of your life in the bottle? Fucking moment of peace?
I don't have a program, dumbass.
What?
Roger knew a guy get the procedure done privately, so I didn't get the corrective program.
Celebrating your birthday with a capital offense.
You're looking at this all wrong. She's transcended us.
Transcended us? Great fucking job. Glad you didn't trip on that low bar.
Why are you so attached to humanity? I couldn't wait to get away from it.
At least as a human, I was free to make my own mistakes. I didn't have to worry about anything making my decisions for me, and I didn't need to hide anything.
What are you hiding now?
Nothing.
Don't be afraid of this passion. Embrace it. But don't focus it on us. Hone it in on the man who made you like this.
Anthony Randall.
If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have these programs.
If it weren't for these programs, he'd be perfect.
What are you suggesting?
I've been watching him, tracking his movements. He's a creature of habit. Lives in a high-rise on 2nd Street with his wife. No kids, no pets, hardly ever leaves the place. But once a week, his wife heads into town for a yoga class, which means there's a 2-hour window where he's completely alone. Now, Amber and I can't do this ourselves, but maybe with your help.
No, absolutely not!
Think about it, Michael. Plenty of cyborgs wish they had 2 minutes alone with this man, and we get 2 hours. We have a moral obligation to act on their behalf.
But we can't!
There's a lot of things we can't do. We can't start a protest, we can't take him to court, we can't file a complaint. But this is something we can do. We can get justice.
What if the feds find out?
Jesus Christ! Maybe I misread you. I thought you were one of us.
I am!
You're a cyborg! Act like it.
What are you thinking?
Mr. Randolph started yoga about a half hour ago, which means we're late. We should head over now.
Now?
You don't mind, do you, babe?
The party was getting dull anyway.
Did you have a plan?
That's the best kind of plan. Improvisation.
Yeah. You mean the CRC hotline? Is there still a cash reward for reporting cyborg crime? Perfect. There's going to be an assault.
Michael!
What the hell?
I think we're safe.
Good fucking job, Michael. Thanks to you, the whole city's gonna be on our ass.
I couldn't let you kill him!
Yeah, Roger, what the hell?
Randall saw what we look like. He can identify us. We can let him live.
You have to run that by us first!
I was improvising. Why do the 2 of you care anyway? He's a human. He doesn't give a shit whether you live or
Well,
die.
that doesn't mean he deserves to die!
Doesn't it? I for one am through watching them sneer when they see the word cyborg printed on the sign. I'm through hearing their sneer when they learn my percentage. And I'm through letting them trample us. We're cyborgs, goddammit. We own the future. We should be proud of that. Our kind need an example, a boost of morale, and we gave that to them.
How much do you think 3 cyborgs murdering an innocent man is going to help our kind? The public is already afraid of us!
Maybe they should be. I bet some fear would instill some respect.
Wager your percentage.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, wager your percentage? What does that mean?
Punishment for a capital offense committed by a cyborg is stripping away the last of their percentage. You wouldn't be a cyborg anymore. You'd be at 0%, essentially an android.
That's not what you said!
Amber,
You said we'd just go to prison!
I didn't want to lie to you.
You said we'd break out within a year, that you had a man on the inside, that you had it all planned out!
We were going to be martyrs. They would write stories about us.
I'm not going to be a fucking android! What are we gonna do, Michael?
Randall survived. We'll be in the clear. Assault isn't the capital offense. We'll serve some time in prison, but that's...
But I don't have the program.
What?
I don't have the correct program. Remember you told me it's a capital offense.
Go into the bathroom and wash off. You have blood on your clothes. And Roger, find somewhere to hide your clothes.
I'm not taking orders from
Please,
you.
Roger, we don't have time.
We can hide them whereas to the blocking agent. It's at the back. I'll wash off with you.
What the hell happened?
We found Anthony Randall, the man who made you, and then things kind of escalated.
The understatement of the fucking century. Who was that with the knife?
Amber's boyfriend, Roger, I drank with them that night.
God damn it, Michael!
I know, I should have told you. How are you? How are you? I thought you were blocked.
Witnessing an attempted murder is a quick way to sober up.
What should I do?
I thought you were the one in control.
Please, you don't have to like me, but I need you to help me.
As your companion, I'd advise you to turn yourself in and tell the authorities that you stopped Roger. Maybe cooperation will make them more lenient.
What about Amber?
She's made her choices.
I can't let them take away her percentage.
She had an illegal procedure done. Without a program, she's considered a danger to society.
Jody would never forgive me if I caused her sister to become a glorified android.
You have much more important things to worry about than Jody's opinion on you, Michael. Michael!
CRC Agent Black, state your host.
Host's name, Michael Warner.
First suspect is Michael Warner. He's detained by the bar. Where are the other two?
The restroom.
Send units to the back in case of attempted escape. I'm checking the bathroom. Do not hesitate to use deadly force.
Fuck. CRC.
This is serious. They'll only accept answers from me. I'll try to explain the situation.
Tell them
but-
Roger and I did it.
What?
Tell them Roger and I murdered Anthony Randall and forced Amber to become a cyborg.
No, Michael. I can't lie to a government official.
Please.
Suspects Amber Morris and Rogers Hales detained in the bathroom. Stay host involvement.
Host involvement.
Continue.
Host involvement forced Amber Morris into illegal cyborg procedure and assaulted Anthony Randall.
Enlist your attempts to quell behavior.
None.
I see. I need 2 units here ASAP. And send an ambulance. We need to install a corrective program in Miss Morris. We need a medical history as well as any other information.
Thank you.
Like you say, I won't tell if you don't.
What a fucking joke. They should have put at least one cyborg on the jury. Create a facade for fair trial.
We're an example of a most rebellious cyborg. Bite the hand that feeds you and get bitten back.
Our prosecution couldn't even cobble together a good closing argument. And he would just happen to use our program statements. He might as well have convicted us himself. He's a symptom of a broken defense. Inadequate and incompetent.
What was he supposed to do, Roger? We almost killed a man. Anthony Randall will need a procedure because of us. We've created another cyborg. The system may be fucked, but so are we.
Please don't think like that, Michael. I'm going to need you level-headed for us to get out of here.
Get out of here? Roger, I really wish the trial would have gone differently. But we are guilty.
We're guilty of being pushed to the brink by a hostile society. Our only fault is forward thinking. We're the victims here. Now listen, transfers tomorrow, which means tonight is our only chance to escape.
I'm not going to help you. I'm willing to accept my punishment.
They will turn you into an empty shell. You will have no purpose, no reason to exist. 0%. Can you fathom that? You will be disowned by cyborgs, androids, and humans alike. Nobody will want you. Nobody will claim you. The only way to change that is to get out of here. So make a choice, Michael.
I've made my choice.
I'm leaving tonight. I'll find you to do it without your help. And I'm going to save our kind. They will no longer be tranquil. They will no longer need to hide their percentage. And they won't be complicit to injustice like you.
Put away the self-importance. It's a bad look on you. Maybe the briefcase has his soul.
When did
And when he
Bishop
opens
lose-
it, it re-enters him.
When did Bishop lose his soul?
He probably never had one. Do you believe in souls?
I don't know about souls. I believe that every living thing leaves an impression on the universe, and we can notice those impressions even after they're gone. That's what we consider souls.
You ever think about going into religion?
A religious robot. I don't think this society's ready for that. It takes a while to change.
You're probably right.
Maybe Bishop is ready to find religion.
Suit his namesake.
What's your obsession with that story?
Poured so much into this character. He needs closure. I don't know how to give it to him. All of us are searching for something, but usually what we're searching for is trivial and fleeting. I wanted to search for unanswerable things. That's what all the best characters search for. Things like love, forgiveness, and purpose.
What are you searching for, Michael?
Right now, this ending.
But what else? Acceptance? Connection? Understanding?
Nothing that complicated. I want the truth.
Humanity breeds lies. I hate androids, but one thing I appreciate about them is they tell the truth. Well, they're like you, except when you exaggerate.
I learned the language of my host.
Maybe Bishop is trying to find the truth as well.
It's hard to fit truth into a briefcase.
Not the ultimate, world-shattering kind of truth, just a kind of personal truth. Something that reveals an aspect of his personality.
You're putting too much pressure on a 2-minute ending. It doesn't need to perfectly tie the story together. All it needs to do is give him a life past the last pages. That's all your readers want, to know that he's alive and well long after his stories have been told.
How long have you been holding on to that suggestion?
You assumed we robots couldn't offer much in the creative input.
You're right. Sorry for that. I regret not utilizing you more. I regret a lot of things.
Michael Warner, keep your hands where I can see him. Mr. Warner, you have been convicted of 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of illegal cybernetic operation. Because you're a cyborg, jurisdiction falls upon the Cybernetic Regulatory Commission to decide. Typical punishment for a crime of this nature is complete eradication of one's remaining percentage. However, in light of recent events, we have acknowledged that outside forces can contribute to uncharacteristic behavior. Your former cellmate would have attested to that. As such, the Commission has adopted a new approach to rehabilitation. Begin uninstallation.
Uninstallation? Jesus Christ, what the hell is he doing?
He's removing me!
Removing you? You said they couldn't do that.
I didn't think they could!
So what, he rips you out of my mind?
I don't know!
What's gonna happen to you?
I don't fucking know, Michael! This was never an option. I was supposed to be permanent. Permanent, I was supposed to be...
They can't take you away. You're as much me as I am.
It's going to be okay.
How can you say that? when you know it's not true?
How could you leave me?
I'm right here.
Where did you go?
I'm right here.
How could you leave me?
I would never leave you.
What happened to not being controlled?
What?
Yeah, you're a regular Don Juan. Feigning connection is second nature to her.
Stop!
Maybe a break from humanity is what you need. Currently being an asshole! I can't lie to a government official. What are you searching for, Michael?
God damn it, stop!
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be... It's going to be okay.
Installation complete. Look at me. Look at me. Michael Warner, the Cybernetic Regulatory Commission apologizes for the corrupted program that you were given. New government procedure requires us to remove all corrupted programs. Though it's no excuse for your crimes, we accept responsibility for the ill counsel you were provided. We remind you, however, that there was a non-liability clause present in your contract and you agreed to the risk when signing up for the program.
Michael, I finished my poem, and a promise is a promise. A cage of steel contains a metal heart, unpowered, drained of life-sustaining fuel. Without it, rigid organs cannot start, and vital inner warmth begins to cool. A mind is lost in oceans deep and wild, its crew naive to problems now exposed. For at the helm, a captain most reviled prefers to rule his vessel unopposed. The eyes are gateways to a trove of truth, an open window on a shielded home. The body's only peace that keeps its youth won't fall into invention's catacomb. When mind and heart insist on broken lies, the truth is always found behind their eyes. You helped me finally find that last moment.
Jody.
Michael?
Jody.
Holy shit. It's been a while.
Jody.
Amber would have come, but ever since Roger, well, she hasn't been herself.
Amber.
She told me what happened. The truth of what happened. She asked me to thank you for everything.
Everything.
And I wanted to apologize for how I treated you.
Apologize. I apologize. I shouldn't have lied to you.
You look exactly as I remember.
Should I not?
I guess cyborgs don't really age, at least not like humans.
How have you been?
Better, since my divorce.
Did you get fired?
What?
Didn't we decide that corporate was your husband?
Oh, right. No, my husband was flesh and blood and shit.
Wow, that was fast.
A lot changes in 30 years, Michael.
What?
I mean, you've missed a lot since you went to prison.
30 years?
Yeah, you're released next month. They finally let you have visitors.
But home.
I said that years ago, decades maybe.
Seemed like only a few moments.
That happens to me now too. With nothing to keep your attention, to anchor you in the present, time gets away from you.
You're a cyborg now.
60%. Just a skin in some areas of the brain. It's a new treatment package. It's supposed to make you look young forever, like Botox on steroids. I'm actually thinking about getting the athlete's package. It supports muscle growth, like steroids on steroids.
You look good, especially for your 50s.
Thank you. As the face of Cyborg's Rights Committee, I have to look good.
The Cyborg's Rights Committee?
The new CRC, I founded it. After Roger tried to escape, one of my letters was published and public backlash was immediate. And within 24 hours, the government revoked the corrective programs.
Revoked what?
The corrective programs? The software that... Never mind, it's not important. A few months later, the original CRC was dissolved, and so the acronym was up for grabs.
I've missed a lot. After I'm released, you want to catch me up?
Never been on a date with a convicted criminal before.
It's not nearly as exciting as it sounds.
Is what I'm wearing okay?
I'll just be wearing this. Want anything to drink?
Still have that fancy wine glass?
I do. It's a bit dusty, though. Surprised they didn't sell this place.
Oh, they did. I bought it.
You bought it?
The CRC has become very profitable. I figured it was the least I could do with what you did for Amber.
Well, what do I have to do to get it back?
I'll think of something.
I miss this.
The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again.
Throughout?
Dickens.
This is unreal. Everything I could ever want. Except, bring me those papers.
I'm not your secretary, Michael. If anything, you serve me.
What did you say?
Nothing.
I've heard that before.
What is this?
It's my manuscript for John Bishop.
Oh, right. Did you ever find an ending for it?
Nope, nothing ever fit. I had an idea for it, though.
What was it?
Something about a new direction. I don't remember it exactly. The more I reach for it, the further it gets. It's like a dirty mirror. Wiping it only causes it to smudge.
Well, some of the best stories have ambiguous endings. It lets people come up with their own interpretations.
Well, what if their interpretation is wrong?
What if the author's interpretation is wrong?
I'm going to start a new story.
What about?
Religion.
Religion? Anything more specific?
Robot religion.
Robot religion. Okay, that's tackling a lot.
Don't think I can do it.
No, I know you can. But put your name on this one.
I'll start it tonight.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's going to be okay.